Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to what should be an exciting 1v1 tournament, 3-1 Gaming's exclusive. Yet again, players fighting for that $15 prize and fighting for that in fashion. I'm JarVJM, joined with me today is Dwarf Bud Heater. Welcome.
Hi.
Hello, I don't know, bonjour and all that stuff. Zedo versus Turk. Should be quite a great opener. We're currently in the quarterfinal stages. And should prove an exciting match. Zedo, if this is the right Zedo, if I'm knowing this right, I think it's the Zedo from the Pure Excellence, and I've seen him play before.
Yeah.
Quite a great player.
Yeah, he certainly is, and putting out with the ASL Monthly Elite title, showing off his prowess already, looking to be one of the stronger players in this tournament as we've seen so far in the bracket.
Well, he is about to show his skill. Oh, the game hasn't been starting. This is the first time I see this map. Obviously, this has just been added with the new patch. And I get the feeling either it's due to the 1v1s or just me not being used to this one, but the ceiling seems to be quite low. Could be just my camera settings. But Zedo gets the first chance, but basically just gives the ball to Turk. Starts his slow and methodic movement. They exchange places, but really nothing happens in the end. So slow and steady is the name of the game for both of these. Zedo will be left with the ball. Turk, they both play extremely passively. They just basically invite the opposing player to come to them and do something. Zedo with the dribbles, but Turk just too slow on those dribbles by Zedo. And Turk easily steals the ball from it, and the flip goes really haywire. Turk scores the opening goal.
What a goal there from Turk, biding his time. Zedo not quite getting to the ball and asking to change the map. Maybe it's FPS or whether Turk has just got a better PC and is able to cope with it. But we'll see if we can sort that out, if possible.
This is a rare chance when the winner currently, I'm thinking, backflip, man. Zedo in that position to backflip, that gotta feel bad, I would say. But it's a rare case when the winner actually is complaining about something. Either the lack or the map. Great shot by him. Or actually, not the winner. What am I saying? I'm completely confusing the scores at the top of the screen. Zedo does get one back, so maybe it's not as bad. Just a quick and decisive push past Turk.
I mean, sometimes it is whether he can cope with it or not, or it might just be his muscle memory, knowing where the ball is going to go from where he hits it, and just knowing, okay, if it's going there, then I have to do this subconsciously. And I think that's what happened right there.
Well, I'm afraid Zedo with a great start and a great finish as well. Turk completely outplayed on that one. Just an easy one. Return, rise, and straight into the net.
Yeah, great weight from Zedo there. Getting around the ball and just knocking it over Turk as he tries to push out in the wrong position. He probably should have either pushed a lot sooner. That's exactly what he should have done, actually. He should have pushed a lot sooner and not let Zedo have enough time to get the double touch over him.
Yeah, I do get the feeling that Turk should play a little bit more aggressively. Now he's losing a lot of these to Zedo, like this one. Zedo basically walks around him, says, I'll see you later. Here's the ball, here's the net. 3-1 in his favor.
Yeah, Turk seems to be following the ball around. He should instead try to position himself in such a way that it makes it incredibly hard for Zedo to get it past, after Turk should launch himself and trying to get either a 50-50 or a pinch clear, such as this, and break off into an attack.
And finally, there's a chance for Turk. He must bury this one, and he does. He had a great chance on the breakaway. I feel like he had enough boost. Zedo does grab the big one in the corner, but a miss here. I think just signs his death warrant. That miss will cost you quite a lot. Well, Zedo is still not out of this one, but still the score has just a little bit reduced between them. Turk feeling a little bit more solid. When you get another kickoff, actually decided not to go for the ball. Decides to go for the boost and pushes it past Zedo. But just a way too high, and Zedo will be able to return, clear it. Counterattack is mounting. Turk with plenty of time to return, but Zedo will be waiting for a dribble. Actually, not even taking a dribble off the crossbar, and then 4-2. Zedo immediately claws one back, and really in a style, just didn't go for dribbles. Just saw that he had an opportunity, straight shot, and he executes.
Yeah, his knowledge, using the corner of his car, powering it into the top right-hand corner, and noticing that Turk's taking a bit of a wide curl and not being able to get around is the fastest. What an attempt there. And what I was saying was Zedo noticing Turk not being able to loop back round fast enough, leading to the goal.
Zedo still continues to push. He feels like, yeah, Turk is just a bit of a pushover, really. He can easily just move him around. Let's see if a dribble comes from him off the wall. That could have been a great pass for a teammate. Unfortunately, this is 1v1, so no teammates. Turk, oh, unfortunately, couldn't get the clear. He basically pushed the ball into his own net. Zedo doesn't mind. He gets the credit anyway and increases his lead to 3 goals. But it's... Turk needs to start scoring something. Start scoring something right now, because when the lead gets away from you like that, it's really hard to get back in 1v1s. And Zedo so far seems to be the strongest one. Turk should be able to score at least a couple more, but he's really to stop Zedo from scoring anything, any of those easy goals that he had in the previous 2.5 minutes. This wasn't an easy goal, but Zedo makes it look easy. Just a dribble from his own half, really. Oh, what is he doing? Jesus.
Yeah, I think he just noticed that Turk was way too far forward, and that's exactly what you've been saying. Turk needs to attack, but he's been overcommitting and going too far up, and Zedo's just taking advantage of this, knowing his mechanical knowledge. He just knows that he can just lift it up and carry it over Turk.
I think on that replay, even we saw Turk putting the ball in his own net again. I think he got the slightest of the touches, but for the longest period of time, he was just under that ball, watching as Zedo was moving forward, while in the end, there was just absolutely no chance of saving it. Zedo starts one of his attacks, yet again, a clear to the side, but Zedo is waiting for that ball. He sees that Turk is too weak on that clear, and uses his opportunity. Not a goal, but really, even in this case, a lot of time wasted. Turk will be starting a dribble. Zedo straight on top of him and clears it. Rungs out of the ball, but he'll take it still. A bit of miss, and Turk needs to get back into that. That's just a gifted goal for Zedo. You don't give him that much space. You need to make your decisions. Well, you make smarter decisions. You don't go for boost. Yeah, you got boost now, but you also have 7 versus 2.
Yeah, I think Turk, you need to grab the smaller boost pads. Yeah, they won't give you as much, but they'll give you time. And if you grab enough, then you can easily just turn around and push faster than if you could without bigger boosts.
Yeah, boost management is a part of this game, especially in 1v1s, when A, your opponent can easily boost starve you, and B, since you need it. You need it for control. Man without the boost in 1v1s is dead man. And so far it has been Turk. He's a dead man nonetheless, even with the boost. You've seen him concede that ball. A really poor decision, and Zedo just continues to score 8-2. Turk, yeah, you said Turk just spends too much time being extremely close to the ball. So was he going for a play here? Or was he going for the ball? I think he was, but he was expecting the bounce instead. Zedo was just so much quicker on that one. He was in position already, and Turk seemingly just turning around and leading his goal. Oh, Jesus Christ, his goal. It's an easy word, goal. Leading his goal empty. And Zedo tries to show off just a little bit. He knows that this game is a done deal. So just a bit of an aerial place here and there. Turk really needs to set himself up just a bit. Just 1 or 2 goals at the end of this match could put him in the right mindset for the beginning of the next one. And really hope he does that. But Zedo has been solid so far, really. We've seen a lot of goals, but only 2 of them ended in Zedo's nets. Zedo makes quite a few mistakes. And it's mostly the fact that he isn't allowing Turk to get anywhere near his own net. Finally, we mostly have seen Zedo in the orange half for the majority of this match. And Zedo, and the last one, oh no, still hits the ground. And first one will end up in A2 in really a dominating fashion for Zedo. Turk still has 1 chance. This is best of 3. So last chance saloon for Turk. Those 5 minutes will decide where he is staying in this tournament, or where is he going home. And Zedo will move on to the semifinals, where some strong opponents, I'm pretty sure, will await him there. Actually, oh boy, guess who's waiting for him in the semifinals? Eichwolf. Yeah. Tough goal, but every single time someone defeats Eichwolf, it's a new and a great story. But yeah, there's a request for a different level. As you've said before, yes, bounces may be different, but I do get the feeling that this map will be played a lot. It basically Psionic's child, little poster child, a cute level, a stadium in the dark. I think people love this kind of stuff. So I think it will be played a lot. Won't be even surprised if it will be played during some RLCS games as well, unless someone vetoes it completely. But it's a nice looking map. Look at that! Look at that huge tower. I think that looks like a trophy. The trophy that players get for winning RLCS. This looks so nice. Beautiful level. Starting from Zedo, not putting it past Turk, but Turk now needs to start an attack. Zedo on the return will block it. A little bit wide, still ball in the blue half. Zedo will be watching it patiently. Watching not only the ball, but Turk as well. If he sees Turk go away just a little bit, he saw his chance, but Turk was faster on that one. And weak touch. Turk will be waiting for this one. Actually, will get the ball and continue the attack. Against Zedo is not as easy. He puts it past him. But Zedo lands first, and now Turk is out of boost. Thankfully for him, Zedo misses the ball completely. And still sends it down there. Still he's behind. Wrong side for Turk. He manages to return this one again, starting slow. Multiple players sort of knowing what the other one can pull out. And if the previous game ran away from Turk, this time it is starting slowly to run away as well. One goal doesn't mean much in 1v1s, obviously. But it means a lot where you can get yourself first on the scoreboard. And Zedo, by doing that, I think it gives him quite a big boost.
Yeah, I mean, Turk, he isn't as he isn't as skilled as Zedo, in my opinion, as he doesn't position his current a way that he can get a good 50-50. Like we saw in that last goal, he wasn't able to rip the ball away from Zedo. And that really shows the difference between them, because positioning is key in ones, as we can see there.
Oh yeah, just look at that replay. Positioning. Zedo, where were you, man? Not on the boost. Like, he didn't even get the boost. I think he drove over it. Still didn't get it. And the Turk just sees the opportunity. Well, Zedo's in the corner, nowhere near, no boost. He can't even chase me. Obviously, he doesn't see that, but it's an easy goal for Turk. 1-1. The game started 1-1 with Turk scoring the previous goal. This time it's Zedo who is opening the scoring, and the Turk maybe he'll take the role of Zedo in this one, scoring as many goals as he possibly can, but not with these sloppy plays. He's seemingly struggling with the ball control, and if you're just giving it to Zedo like that off the post, careful there, Turk. Careful. These are extremely dangerous. When you give Zedo a chance, chances are he will execute it past him, but off crossbar and not in. Zedo will be able to clear it and will rush towards it with a big boost. Turk will giving him enough space. The angle just isn't right, or is it? Nope, isn't right. And decides just completely fall back. Turk starts this off quick. Zedo will wait for that bounce. No boost on him. Some boost in the corner, and he will be forced to clear this past Turk. Turk stops it. Turk is now out of the play. Turk will have to return. Thankfully, his recovery skills are actually quite good, but Zedo has been deadly in this position before. Tries to push it past Turk. No dice. Still in control of the ball, but wrong side of the field, buddy. You better leave it. Look at that ring around the rosy. All around Turk. And both of them waiting for the ball, fighting for it. Zedo waits for any chance, and he gets it. Really not what I was expecting. I was expecting Turk to shoot, and Zedo to block that shot and hopefully redirect it into the net. Seemingly just Turk. Yeah, I'll just flip past it. Take it, Zedo. Please, be my guest. Yikes. Turk, you need to be a little more solid.
Yeah, he isn't the greatest with his car control. I mean, if he nailed that, then he could give Zedo a real chance to make an equal-ish game. I mean, this game has been very equal so far, so we could see a change in the last 2 minutes from Turk, but it isn't looking likely with the way that Zedo is playing.
So 2 minutes. You mean so many goals can be scored in 1-on-1s in 2 minutes? And so far, it's the stat-wise sort of the ratio of shots and saves has been pretty much the same. Turk actually fielding quite a lot of saves, but he won't be able to save that one. Too many chances given. Yet another. Well, actually, he was right there, but he couldn't decide. He was just running donuts in that corner. Should I go for the ball? Should I go for the net? Should I go for the ball? Instead, he doesn't get anywhere, and Zeto capitalizes on that yet again.
Yeah, I think it's just the amount of hits that Zeto's making to not ball up as much. It's harder to read the more hits that are made. And I think that's what Turkey's struggling with most. And above all, his ball control.
Well, he should start doing something. But Zeto will now slowly start boost-starving him. As you can see, I think he grabbed both of these, and in the air, leads the ball from the net. Does a turn, a 180 in the air almost. Oh, but just look at that, dude. I have no words. Just look at that beautiful, beautiful goal by Zeto.
Yeah, Turk, man, you need to be quicker. Quicker rotations with yourself is the key. He wasn't quick enough to turn around, and that left Zeto with enough time to do what he did and make it look fancy.
Oh, if anyone can make it look fancy, that's Zeto. Although we've seen quite great plays from his teammates, Frag and Sacred. I think Sacred as well. Turk with the first chance in a couple of minutes. Not past Zeto. He is safe in the net. He even does, again, some flyer bicycle save. Past Turk again. No, will hit the post and in. Zeto sees his opportunity from everywhere, even from the center of the map. Just as Turk lands a little bit unfavorably. Yeah, just too late, not close enough for the contest. Too far away to chase it towards the net. And seemingly Turk just sometimes over-aggressive, at times not aggressive enough to go for the ball. And he had to just cost him. Zeto complains that there's a weird map, but come on, man, you're winning. 8-2 and 5-1 in this one. This map seems to favor you, so don't you complain.
Is it the map or is it the skills? In my opinion, it's the skills. I mean, look at this, ceiling shots. Nearly. Turk.
Well, you don't really need aerial skills, although they do certainly help. Zeto with another one. Complete tricks me on that one. Turk, oh, come on,
He's
Turk.
He's gone.
Turk is gone. That was just a bit much BM from Zeto. Strolling in its finest. Well, 80 seconds of time will run down. And Zeto, yep, it's a skill. But as I started saying, you don't need aerial skills in this one. Really, in one-on-ones, what you need, great ball control, great boost control, great positioning, and you can pepper it a little bit with some dribbling skills and flick skills. Really, when you watch Eichwolf play, if anyone of you have seen Eichwolf play, what he does, he has that little masterful flick, a real powerful one. He uses that a lot. He doesn't need any aerial stuff. Just flick, and the opponent is dead. It's as simple as it is. It looks really simple, but it's hella effective. So, aerials, smarrials, obviously Zeto needs them for his 3v3 plays. And he can bring them in 1v1s. The problem is, I think, with the aerials in 1v1s, if you don't hit it, if you miss, you're out of contention completely. You're out of the play, you're out of the boost, you're dead, and the opponent has a chance.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. And you have to be clinical. And I think in this series, Turk was just not clinical enough of a player. So Zeto took advantage of his skills and Turk's mishaps, and that led him to the victory.
Right, so I do believe we actually are setting up for our second match today. That will be the semifinal between Squax and Zephyr. Actually, I did point out, where is the man I've pointed out? Irala. Irala has lost to Zephyr, so I guess now I'm cheering for Zephyr himself. Even though Bass of the Rewind Gaming has told me that you better watch out for Squax as well. So it'll be an interesting show to see.
Yeah, I spoke to Irala as well before the tournament, and he said Squax is such a good player. He's lost to him before in ranked, and he really is a player to watch out for. So this is going to be a very good series as Irala lost against Zephyr. I'm going to look forward to this one.
No, it should be fun. If you're saying that Squax is as good as they're making him to be, and Zephyr has defeated one of the players that I sort of was thinking of him making to the finals, should be quite an exciting semifinal. On the other end, obviously, it's Zeto will be playing against Eichwolf. Really, it's a bit of a shame that we don't see that one, but I'm pretty sure we'll see either Zeto again or Eichwolf. Oh, one of them, obviously, will make it to the finals unless something drastic happens. I don't think so. Right, so I think we are... Yes, everything should be set up. The lobby is here. Huh. Apparently now the game makes joining sound when you join the private lobby as well. Never knew that. Or just game glitching out. Sometimes, I think, sometimes after a big patch. So you need a bit of a quick hot fixing to make the things sound. So, Dwarf, Jarvjam, Bass. Bass doesn't need to be here. Well, he needs to be here for the beginning. What we're looking for is Psycho Quacks and Zapfire 2K to join the lobby and start their games. Still the best of threes, so it is as deadly. Lose 2 games and you're completely out. No second chances. This is single elimination. Finals are best of 5. I do get confused every single time, but I do think I have it right this time. It's best of 5 for the finals, and we'll see. Certainly, we'll see some great players. So either Zedo or Eichwolf. We've seen Zedo just now. Eichwolf, we've seen him before. He has won so many. I think he has won the majority of those of the Remand Gaming's 2021 exclusives. Then here we'll see 2 hyped up players, certainly hyped up, and we'll try to figure out which one of them has enough hype, or too much hype, or not enough hype, and which one of them will go through and which one of them will go home. Any predictions? So you're I feel like you're rooting for Quacks, or are you a Zapfire fan in the end?
As I said before, I was talking to ML before, and he really made the point that Squax was such a good player. So I'm going to have to go with him, like not by opinion, but forcefully. I have to trust ML in this. I think Squax is going to win this.
All right, so you're waiting for Squawks. I think I'll stick with Zapfire just to sort of not to gang up on one guy. We'll go with that one. So here's the one. So Quacks says, join the left. Join the left. There we go. Both of them are in. He's joined first, so I don't want to make them the winner. So the first the early bird gets warm, but the second mice gets cheese winner. Let's start this series. Psycho Axe versus Zapfire. A bit of an undecisive kickoff right there, but Zapfire will be leading it out. Psycho Quacks in the goal, and Zapfire is out of the game. Can he return? Actually, Psycho Quacks took his sweet time. I think he had a chance right there. A couple of pushes, but I think both of them were completely out of boost. Psycho Quacks has used all of his, with a great chance, but he again takes the ball of Zapfire, but in the corner, so that position doesn't really favor him. Raises it up off the Zapfire. Will steal the big boost. Zapfire on 0. Will grab something on his way and actually gets a chance. Psycho gifting him off the crossbar out. Zaf, who will actually, Psycho will count himself lucky, not lucky in that one. Caught with his pants down, really. No movement Psycho whatsoever. He was just left standing and looking.
Yeah, Zapfire, good work around the side. Trying to bait out Squax, although not quite baiting him out far enough to, to get it over him clearly. It was a close goal, so that was very well done from Zapfire to get it over him.
I'm still not expecting this to go the 8-2 route. This should be close. Both players respecting each other. Squawks trying for something, relieves his net dangerously empty yet again. Will be able to clear the ball off Zapfire, surely. And he does so. Now Zapfire waits for it in the midfield. Ooh, that's a nice pinch. Not for this case. Zapfire leaves a lot of space, but actually still puts it in. Doesn't care. Squawks pushes Zapfire out, but Zapfire pushes the ball in.
The weird hit from Squawks to hit that out. Zapfire hit it up and go for a fake aerial. I don't know whether Squawks noticed this and just went up anyway, or whether he was fooled by the wizardry of Zapfire. But now it's 2-0 and it's looking quite convincing for Zapfire. He's held a lot of possession so far.
Oh, let's see what happens. It's not still over. Psycho with a great chance, but actually puts himself sideways, so can't get an attempt on the second one. Demolition comes in where he will spawn. Zapfire spawns immediately in front of Psycho, so no chances, but still position is quite dangerous. Doesn't get it, and Squawks decides to leave. We'll try to grab this. Oh, Zapfire's through. Zapfire is just standing under it, just waiting for it. Let me get it. Just don't stop kicking it off me. Another chance, a flip. Not exactly Eichel style. I'm not sure why that was. Now he must rush back. Decided to firstly to go for the ball, and that's easy. Dribble just completely baffles him. Zephyr thought it was going in. Didn't go in, but Zephyr was still so much closer for this one. Psycho, whoops. Just whoops. Really.
That is the only way you can describe it, really. Whoops. Maybe Squax thought that Zephyr took another touch to bring it up higher. But yeah, just misread from him there leading to the goal.
That is unfortunate. Still, the score is increased to 3-0. Squax is trying hard, but things just aren't going his way. Thinking about the challenge right there, Flick goes in. Zephyr is quite great with those. Oh, I would love to see Zephyr against Eichel in the finals. Just Flick against the Flick. And wonder who will become the Flicky, but here Zephyr is making a mince pie out of Squawks, one after the other furrow. Still enough time to, I guess, score 4 more, and we are not even seeing any goals for Squawks. He is trying to get there, but those 2 shots, all he has, and every single time he tries to get in position he can. Sapphire with the last pieces of his boost does bring that out. Still waiting for it. Ooh, a poor clear, but Psycho never in the right position. He waits for the ball so closely to the net, but he is never in, doesn't have enough acceleration, doesn't have enough momentum to bring that out. And Sapphire pushes him out, puts it past him. No, not. Sapphire does read that well. Now he needs to return back Zaf with a rush. And still, Psycho loses the ball and loses the footing as well. Will he be able to block him? Yes. But he needs to grab everything he has on the field and hope that Zephyr doesn't outplay him. He does. Too easy for Zephyr. 5-0 outplayed.
I think you're wrong. We are going to see a scoreline like the 8-2 of last series. And Zephyr using his drift to get around the ball quicker than he normally would if he was just a turn, and getting himself in a better position to catch Squax off guard to make it 5-0.
Skills, and more skills. Psycho with a strong shot, but Zephyr in the way of it, and the bounce goes all the way to the blue side. So down the middle, not enough precision. Really, if he put a tiny bit more power in that one, and it was a little bit more to the left, I think he would be looking at the straight goal. Instead, another miss. Psycho isn't really feeling well, I feel. Now yet another chance, but he can't recover. He can play the ball, but he just doesn't get enough control over his own car to bring him back. So what he can do is bring it back to his own side. I'm really scared for him, really. At this point, he might even just dribble it into his own net. Dribble against Zephyr, who tries for something really fancy. Zephyr doesn't bite, although he was doing a little jig in front of the net. Where will it go? Clear is coming in. Psycho needs to put it past Zephyr. Rises the too high off the crossbar, off the Zephyr, and out. Another portion of OMG coming off of Squawks. Zephyr with yet another clear, safe. 5-0. Still the scoreline. Zephyr wishes, but it wouldn't been 30 seconds, would have been 3 seconds. Timer still running down at this point. Squawks need a lot of these goals. 1 is in, but now he needs 4 goals in 23 seconds, so a goal each of the kickoff. If I'm not mistaken, off the kickoff is roughly 4 seconds, so he has enough time, but he hasn't shown anything of that caliber. His kickoff maneuvers didn't go anywhere. He needs to bring something majestic in this. He wins the kickoff, grabs the boost. This is the position for the aerial to come in. No, he waits for it to drop. This time, wasting a lot of time. Zaf will just put this out just slightly. Oh, actually, still almost sneaks that in. Sayo, another attempt. No, Zephyr savior. 6 saves in total. And despite Psycho having 7 shots to Zephyr's 8, the scoreline is completely in Zephyr's favor.
Yeah, and I think Zephyr definitely in control, definitely showing that he's here to fight, and he's got a green bug. He was playing the whole game with that. Well played to him for that. It could be distracting with that, but I think Squax has something up his sleeve. If he's just warming up, and if he plays like he did in that last minute of that game, he's going to do really well.
Well, obviously, you're still cheering for your pick. I'm feeling quite comfortable with my pick of Zephyr. Unfortunately, I didn't bet on him. which could have been the problem. Actually, what is the green bug? I don't think I've ever heard about this one.
It's where the whole ceiling, floor, and some other parts of the map are a shade of green. Like they've got a green tint to it.
And yeah, I can imagine this being really uncomfortable. Really? Oh, actually, I didn't notice it. But we are not in the Champions. What's that map called? I'll call it Champions Lounge for the time being. Champions something. Champions Stadium. Champions Field could be. We're actually in Manfield Night as I glance quickly to the stream. Demolition to Psycho. Yet again, he gets Demolition. That's the start. Zephyr getting so close with his spawns. Someone in the Twitch chat has noticed he actually left the team and rejoined it to spawn a little bit faster. Psycho leads on the dribble, outplays him, and finally he is in positions to open up the scoring. I guess this is what you've been waiting for, Dwarf. Just something like this for Squawks. And he delivers at the beginning minutes of this match.
This is exactly what I was looking for. Quick touches, just to knock it around Zephyr and being able to nudge it into the goal. That's exactly what we're looking for. Let's try and get the longest series we can.
Oh, and that goes in as well. Those are the kickoff goals I've been looking for. Squawks bring that in. He needed to bring those in the last match. He decided to save those. What a pinch of Zephyr. Brutal. 2-0.
I believe that's called a reverse sweep. I'm just calling it now. It could happen.
In 1v1s, no, man. Don't count your chickens before they hatch. It's still anything. Zephyr basically didn't get any chances into this match so far. 30 seconds, not a single shot, one save. But really not successful. Gets the position. Squawks just a tad too powerful in that clear. Actually, off the post. Still in. Zephyr was in front of that anyway. But just let's look at that. Yeah, Zephyr. Well, actually, no, my bad. Psycho went. Well, I wanted to say one phrase. I better not say it. Just too deep on that one. And Flies, he wanted to get as much power on that as he possibly could. Seemingly couldn't do so, and flies past it. Another kickoff attempt. Psycho will leave that out. Zephyr flips at his last pieces of boost that he has. Does bring that out, and now it's position to play yet again off the post and out, and yet again Squawks. Oh, Zephyr actually stops it dead. A little bit unfortunate, so we'll return back for the big boost, and we'll try to contest the attack of Squawks. Slow game, cleared out. Zephyr just watching him. Actually, I've been told that Squawks has a weird camera. I don't think he has. I think he.
Oh, that's his.
Well, actually, the more I look at it, what I was expecting when I think Bass said a weird camera was that he's really close to it, or a chance for Squawks. Zephyr on the far end. This is a goal for Psycho. 3-1. But what I thought about the weird camera was he's super close, or he's basically looking straight at this car, not even looking at the game field. Here it's a little bit different. It's really far away. I think angled a little bit up, or rather downwards.
It's angled down and really far away. I think it just gives him the most vision of where everything is, and to be fair, it is working for him.
Well, yeah, in the second game, obviously. First one, not so much in his favor. Zephyr actually loses this one, needs to return quickly. Lays it out to the side. Psycho will be stealing all the boosts on his way. Where is the ball? Now just switched to free cam, and suddenly I've lost everyone on the field. That's what you get for 1v1. And so little players. Psycho dribbles. Dribbles, I don't think they were really his forte. Just he needs fast plays. He needs something fast to put past Zephyr. Start yet another attempt just to get Zephyr out of his position of the backward and out. Another shot. Oh, yeah. Zephyr, how the hell did you miss that? He had boost, I'm pretty sure of that. Somehow just completely whiffed it.
I think it was the recovery time from Squawks, knocking it as fast as he can, and Zephyr not being able to get there because of the acceleration not being fast enough.
I don't know. I'm the more I look at Squawks' cam, I actually like it. I think I've started playing on something like that, really far away.
I don't like far away.
Yes. I did adjust it obviously later on, and I'm still playing with the settings. Oh, great chance for him. Unfortunately, he is leading the ball to his own net. So he better turn around and start this whole thing anew. Plenty of time. Zephyr prefers to play aggressively, too aggressive. Now it's an easy one for Squawks to put in. And no time for Zephyr to return. He's not even trying. He knows that one was lost. Just too much aggression on his end.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. Too much aggression, and Squawks being right underneath the ball. So even if Sapphire did knock it to the side, it wouldn't go behind Squawks because he's got so much force going towards, well, into the ball that it's not going to budge.
No, yeah, right you are. Basically, he's just going to stop right there and wait for it to drop. Actually, and yet another chance. Ooh, Squawks is on fire. That doesn't go in. Zephyr needs something to boost his morale. No chance yet. Misses yet another time, and he is rushing for that ball. We'll get to it. Tries a pinch off the wall. Just get it. Not past Squawks. No siree. Still in there. Still dangerously in Zephyr's side. Quick flick by him. Demolition not coming in. He's just trying to push him, bump him, anything. Leaves his goal a little bit empty.
Oh, no.
So, could be a fake. Oh, still goes in off the crossbar past Squawks. Up early shot by Zephyr. Makes it 5-2. But what a chase for the ball that was. Both of them really dedicated to clearing that one out.
Yeah, that last battle at the end really made me wonder. Squawks' recovery is insane. He literally just lands, turns around, and attacks the ball straight away. And weird hit from Sapphire there.
See Zephyr clearing this one out. Chance for him. He won't miss. He is strong on these ones. On breakaways, certainly he uses his chances. Here, this one, this time it's Squawks just looking a little bit shabby on that challenge. 5-3. It's not over until it's over, despite Squawks being really powerful at the beginning of this match. See, Zaf winning a... Nah, not yet. Well, not with that fail. Zaf really coming from winning that kickoff, or at least taking the control of the ball, to completely beating it. Oh, just a slight jump. Bump. And that's it. Whoa, Zaf. No, you need to get yourself together, mate. 1 minute and 25 seconds remaining. These 3 goals, don't go for cheap. You need to fight for them, and don't make any of those silly mistakes.
They're really vital, and I think Zephyr may have accidentally pressed a button or two in that attack. Either that, or he's just trying to gain control and failing. But he's made up for it.
Yes, I think he recovered quite well. The Psycho waiting, really terrible positions. The Psycho, he jumped. He actually anticipated that shot down the middle. The reaction time was there. It's just that too low on that flip. 2 jumps, actually, I think would have done it. Or one long one. Instead, he decides for a flip and misses it completely. Still, it's Squawks on the orange side. And against Zephyr, grabbing the boost. Zaf in the corner, looking for it. Strong shots will be going off the backboard. Zephyr not wasting, now down to 1/3 of his boost. Leaving Psycho in front of his net, needs to clear. Psycho not in position to contest that one, but still will be putting the possession or keeping the possession. Slow and steady, steady enough. Not a clear. Psycho with a great control continues right until the end.
What I thought I saw Zephyr do here, he seems to be chasing the ball and not taking into consideration where he should be instead of where he actually thinks he needs to be. He just wants to get hold of that ball and take it away from his own goal, but that seems to be more costly than him positioning himself near the goal, just far enough that he can give time for Squawks to make a mistake, but not enough that he can give him too much room to make the attack.
I think Zephyr at this point really just he just trying to play as aggressively as possible. He needs his chances. He needs to create them, and he creates one right there in the middle. Now it's Squawks who just a tad too overextended. Still in a comfortable position. 2 goals. I want to see this. It's only the semi-final. Obviously, it's not the same hype as the finals. But I want to see this. I want to see the fight until the end. I want to see Zephyr bring this to a tied game. And then I'll take a 5-minute overtime. It's been a while since I've seen a 5-minute overtime in Pre-1 gaming. I still shudder just a little bit remembering those ones. Zephyr with yet another start with 10 seconds. The time has been running down while I was talking. And nothing has been happening from Zephyr's side. This will be going to the decisive match number 3. That doesn't go in, but that was looking mighty dangerously in front of Zephyr's net. Psycho just, dribbles just a little bit. That's surprisingly enough, just touched the ground. 1-1 in the series. Decisive match. Match number 3 in this best of 3. Squawks versus Zephyr. Well, Squawks has proven, some people wrong, I'm pretty sure of that. Now it's a tight game. We can again cheer for our favorite players because both of them has won one game piece. So who will win it? This just makes it for even more exciting and for the series.
Yeah, I knew this would be a great series. Both these players matched up to be great contenders for the semi-final, and it's going to make this final even more exciting.
All right, come on, guys. Just go flat out from the start. Just don't think about defense. Score as many goals as you possibly can. All right, Squawks, Zephyr, you're all good. You're all good. Let's see where this goes. Zap loses the kickoff, but Squawk will be slowly. So another goal for the boost. Actually, it doesn't cost Zephyr. Squawks basically goal at his mercy. Instead, a return on that end. Great save. Zephyr just too close to goal. Was expecting this one, but
what?
Squawk.
Where did he go?
Squawks went for the boost. Thought he had enough time. He was in the net. Next second, he wasn't. I don't think he was expecting Zephyr to go straight. I think he was expecting Zephyr to be the other way around. It's quite hard to see what way he's positioned. And instead of Zephyr going back to his own net and stopping the ball, not just straight out to the net.
Yeah, I think it caught him off guard that Zephyr just reversed and took the ball under his control on his bonnet. And usually it's when the ball just dribbles off and back into the opposition's defense that you can have time to grab boost. But Zephyr didn't allow that, but Squawks with the return.
And we see yet again, Squawks sees what Zephyr loves to do. He loves to jump for the ball. So Psycho Squawks just anchors himself onto the ground, doesn't let the ball past him, and Zephyr usually just flying past him after that challenge. Great chance for a flick, a slow one, but almost outplays Zephyr. He needs to recover. He needs to get back in this one. Squawks just in too good of a position. 2-1, and Zephyr is helpless in that net. One clear comes in, the other one just not enough. But the recovery time this time for Zephyr was quite quick. It's just not enough.
Yeah, Squawks slowing the play down, leading to Zephyr need to think, okay, he's slowing the play down, what is he going to do? Squawks popping it up, Zephyr being able to deal with it, but because Zephyr's already up in the air and Squawks is landed, he's going to have a lot of time to shoot, and using his mechanical knowledge, getting that backwards aerial to score the goal.
Right, tactics coming down from Squawks. Brings the ball from the front of the net completely back to his own side. Are we sort of playing, well, I don't know, no, one apiece, I don't think that's the name of that game. Just in the basketball, when you're playing on one net, you're forced to just leave the zone and come back if you get the ball. I think that was like it did. He had a chance right there, but he decided against that dribble. Maybe he feels more comfortable when he's starting an attack from deep to get another chance to perhaps even reposition Zephyr just a bit. Obviously, he'll leave the goal himself. Up the crossbar. We're clear. Actually, Squawks was watching this. He wasn't expecting Zephyr to be in it that heavily. But both in the end just settle for what happened. Zephyr now with the ball. Slow dribble. Wait, way too high. So much power. I think he even pushes Psycho into the net. Another attempt. Top right corner. Too unprecise, but really dangerous for Zephyr, who now retreats back to defense and plays this off. Psycho. The game has suddenly slowed down, as in no goals. Both of them are trying to play safe, and Squawks knows that this is not won by any margin. He needs to work as hard and needs to work hard in defense as well. But for majority of the time, Zephyr has been in his own half and not going for any of these. It's cleared by Squawks, and actually leaves it a chance for Zephyr, who is already lurking in the backboard. He wishes he had the second chance, but not when he's flying so far off. Zap of Psycho, who is waiting, and Zap needs to return. Don't leave your net so empty. Those boosts, just sometimes it's a tunnel vision, sometimes it's just boost chasing. Well, my bad, not boost chasing, just not enough time to return back there. He yet again went a tad too far.
Yeah, Psycho, well, Squawks actually having a lot of patience during that movement from the last goal being such a long time ago, and Zephyr losing his patience, thinking, okay, I need to score, actually was not the correct decision from him. He needed to outmaneuver Squawks in such a way that he needed to attack, or 50-50 even, like this.
Like that. Look at that dribble starting from his own half. To the left, to the right,
Ooh.
slide to left, slide to right. Cha-cha real good. He scores that one. I'm thinking, where was he going with that one? Why is he starting a dribble straight from his own net? But he got enough speed. He was still confident in this control as when he got to Psycho, he just completely runs circles. Psycho with yet another chance of his. A flick! Oh, Zephyr, too aggressive, man. Too aggressive. Psycho just watches it. Oh my god. And that, I think that's one of those new graphics for the goals. So the goal explosion in a little bit of a different color. Something
Green.
putrid just flies from that goal. Psycho Quack seems to be favoring that one 4-2. He's putting himself in quite a solid position to win the whole series. Zephyr will certainly have to say something about it, but he needs to rethink his game plan at this bit. Something is not working. He needs more chances, and he needs less chances on his own net. Psycho completely destroys any chances on that. Starts yet another attack of his own. Low dribble. Well, he's something like the Zephyr did. Clear. Psycho still waiting for it. Finally, it's when we've seen him in the first match. Squawks has been sitting in the unfavorable positions when he was going for that follow-up. This time, he is actually quite well positioning himself, and not so close, and in the right, not sideways. So he has been doing quite well himself. Obviously, those 4 goals speak for themselves. Zaf leaves it to Psycho. They both decide that, yeah, we need to play carefully. If the opponent comes in, I might lose. So Zaf, 1 minute to score 2 goals. He is quite capable of that one. We've seen him, I think, score the kickoff goals as well. Or was that Psycho? Has been a long time ago. Zaf does outplay Psycho, but just mostly moves it laterally instead of straight into the Psycho's net. A little bit of an aerial. No, I think that's just a waste of a boost from Zephyr. Actually pushes Psycho out. He's out of position. Another chance still in the way. And now it's full speed ahead by Psycho. 5-2. Zephyr on his last chance. 3 goals in 30 seconds. My god. That's a tough task. That's a tough task. But I'm believing Zephyr.
Yeah, Zephyr, great movement from him off of the wall. And he not quite... I know he wasn't going for the extra hit in the air. He was going for the shot from when he touches the floor, because he gets the most power there. And it can catch Squawks off guard if he isn't careful. So that was a good move from him.
And if you see in the chat, actually, Zephyr says to Psycho, I think you should go play the lottery because he's winning a lot of these 50-50s. This goal will come in. Zephyr does find Psycho out of the position as he has already committed for that initial save. So too late, but really, let's give credit to Squawks. He manages to keep that out despite this going straight in the top left corner. Amazing play by him. 8 seconds. Too quick. Kickoff goal in succession. I'm just believing. I'm a believer. I want to believe that Zephyr can do this. Oh, really? He needs a lot of time. He can score on this one. He will score on this one. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Come on. This must be it. But really, after the kickoff, Zephyr needs to keep the ball alive. This needs to be in the air for as long period of time as it possibly could. And then Zephyr, first of all, he needs to win this. So 50-50 needs to go in his favor, and Squawks has been winning the lottery so far. Here it is. 2 seconds. Zap plays it slow and loses the kickoff. That's it. Squawks, well, you've believed in him. And after 3 games, and a really nail-biter, and the last one, he does emerge victorious.
Yeah, great series there from both these players. Really thrilling ones play here. This is the best tournament for ones I've ever seen, probably. It has been very interesting to watch so far. So well played to both players right here. And well done to Squawks for being able to go into the next series and progress in the tournament.
So, Squawks, you have a treat for you. That treat's name is Eikwolf. He's already in the chat saying hello to us. Hello to you, Eikwolf, as well. It'll be a pleasure to see you in the grand finals once again. Every single time Ike has been playing it, it's just fun. So, that will be the grand finals. Grand finals, obviously, are best of 5. So, this might go to 5 games. And Squawks, solid. Not from game number 1, but solid in the end. Eikwolf, solid for the majority of time. Let's see his way through the tournament. 2-0, 2-0, 2-0. There was only really... Oh, there's actually a couple of 2-1s. 1, 2, 3, 4... I'll say 4. 2-1, so some... 5, if we count this, obviously. So Eichwolf will be looking to win yet another one of the RG exclusives. Unfortunately, I don't have the history right in front of me just yet to see has he won the last one. Can someone help me out here?
I do not remember who was the last one. I believe.
Right.
No,
Might have been a different winner. Eichwolf is a benevolent king. Is the benevolent right word? I'll just I picked the word out of my head. Well-meaning and kind, yes. So yeah, he's a benevolent king. He does leave a chance for others to win something. As we are trying to prepare for the next lobby and waiting for the details. I think the both players are waiting as well. So we'll just go for a quick break to give us and yourselves a short break. Just go out there, stretch yourselves, get a bit of a drink, and we will start. Actually, who is it? It's Fusion. Herder Fusion. Herder Fusion? Here. As the man himself drops us a line and says, hey, look at that. No, actually, it's too hard for me to type this in. RG. So, all right. So predictions. Let's, if we're actually starting with a lobby, maybe we shouldn't even go with this. Go away anywhere, especially if the both of the players will be there. So predictions. Dwarf, what are your predictions? Who are you favoring? Eichwolf, the sort of the really de facto, well, the favorite for this one as always, or Squawks after that last game?
I'm sorry to desert you, Squawks. I'm gonna have to go with Eichwolf, as he did beat my friend earlier in the tournament. So I know how good he can play, and I can't go against that. Top 13. He's number 13 in the world for 1v1s, so you can't knock that.
Eichwolf is like that, and well, if you're going for Eichwolf, then for a change, I'm going to go for Squawks. He has removed my favorite. Well, basically the guy I've been cheering for from the tournament. So it's just basically my favor goes from Sapphire to Squawks. And again, just to not to cheer for the same player. Obviously, it's just leave one poor guy in the finals, especially against Eichwolf. Jesus, you need all the help you can get against Eichwolf. Psycho certainly needs it. Eichwolf's already here, just watching the feel of the battle, looking at the boost, knowing where he would go. Actually, it's been ages, I have to say. It has been ages since I've seen Eichwolf play. Obviously, not a chance for me to meet him in 1v1 queues in ranked play, but for the tournament as well. So it's a show, not only for you, but a show for me as well. I just love to see him play, and love to see others play against him, because it's a game of it's interesting to see whether someone comes up with a strategy that beats Eichwolf. So it's up for Squawks to show what he's capable of in this grand final for Rewind Gaming's exclusive 1v1s. This is number 15, is it? 13. What am I saying? It's 13. Not there just yet. In 2 weeks, sir. In 2 weeks. This is a start. Eichwolf, Psycho. Eichwolf actually is known for his quick kickoffs. Hasn't shown it here just yet. But he will keep it in a setting place from defense. Waits for Psycho. Rounds around. Circles. Oh, Psycho misses that one. So Ike stops it. Jumps in place. Ooh, just a little bit too rusty on that one. Shaky hands. Something. Eichwolf not solid just yet, but actually clears it off the wall. Ooh, spoke too soon. Eichwolf goal out of nowhere.
I believe the jump was supposed to be a wave dash to try and hit into the wall, but you're getting the hit off the wall, and Squawks not being in the right position to make the save, leading to the first goal of this grand final.
If Eichwolf starts the scoring, you know you're in a heap of trouble. Actually, Squawks find themselves in a great chance for an attack, which took too long to control that ball. That's Eichwolf on the other end. Waiting, shooting. Oh, too much space given to Eichwolf. You give him an inch, and he'll take the whole mile, just seeing as Psycho not closing the ball quick enough.
Yeah, you made the point exactly. Squawks not giving Eichwolf enough, well, giving him too much room actually. And with the bounce dribble, Eichwolf shooting it as far wide to the other side of the goal as Squawks can't make it again to make it 3-0 in the first minute. Not looking promising.
Oh yeah, but Eichwolf, well, this isn't the Eichwolf style kickoff. Maybe he has changed. Literally, his style was quick kickoffs, which send the ball flying to the side, and off the side straight in the direction of the net, which usually at that point your opponent is in the center field, just either having missed his shot or just after the challenge he's still trying to recover. Haven't seen anything like that from Eichel just yet, but his shots are just his shots are just too precise and too powerful. Psycho needs to play quicker and really needs to give a lot of more respect for Eichel, because this won't be as easy as the previous one, and the previous one wasn't easy by any margin. 1 to 3 games, Ike finds a quick shot at the net and will be waiting by that boost, since Psycho actually has enough to lead this out. Actually, I'll just switch back to Psycho with a great camera. It's usually with the camera like this, you might not see the whole field. With Psycho's camera, I can see everything. I can see half of the field, I can see the ball, I can see Eichel. So maybe there's something to it. A great opportunity for counterattack with Eichel immediately in the position, thinking one step ahead despite losing that ball. Not thinking here, quick clear, but not enough oomph on that shot. Actually, enough oomph on that shot, just a tad too imprecise. Eichel decides not to chase it too much, keeps his boost and then outplays, and a straight shot to the net makes it 4-0 in Eichel's favor.
Yeah, we saw this last series. Squawks overcommitting. Again, this is the first game of the series, so Squawks could adapt a little bit more and bring it back to a closer game in the next game, but I believe Eichel's going to take this one without much trouble.
Well, everything can change in the next matches. Not if Eichel just scores one like this off the kickoff. He is remaining. I think at this point Squawks is just chatting with Eichel. Eichel for scoring goals. Psycho is just responding with something about 15 euros. Well, so it's a grand prize for this tournament, obviously.
Yeah, I think they're saying it is 15 euros. I know say it is. So that's my school French view right there. Win
encore trip nul, c'est less 15 euros. Well, obviously not 15, but I don't know what 15 is in French. Ike now showing his aerial skills, or at least just a little bit of his aerial prowess. On the wall right there, Psycho clears against Eichel. Eichel just keeps the ball away from Psycho. One shot so far from Psycho Squawks. Demolishes Eichel, needs to score this one. Ike not even moving from his spawn. And finally, opening shot. It took half of the match, really. In some of the 3v3s, half of the match is okay period of time to score your first goal. Unfortunately, in 1v1s, especially when your opponent has scored 5, Psycho is a little bit late on his
rival.
Well, yeah, that is true. Only just if he has a plan, he's really late on that one. Maybe he'll shoot yet again in the following games, since his first one against Zafar wasn't good either. So dribbles. I want to see his flicks. So that's tad too weak, but Eichel wisely is slightly out of the position. There's no boost for Ike. Still enough boost actually to lead him out and pass Psycho. He goes off the post, out in front of the net. Psycho needs to clear it quickly. Ike will steal everything in front of Psycho, and no boost on him. Just one jump. One jump is all he has, and he does clear that out. No boost, 0. Psycho is staying in his net on 0. Needs to clear as hard as he can. Ike just positions himself so well that every single time he lands, he's on the other end, grabbing the boost that just spawned, and all Psycho's left with are those little pads, which don't serve him much good. He is still in the attack, waiting for Ike to make his first move. Waits with a boost. Ike actually tried for something to put the ball past his opponent Psycho in the control of the ball, and with a shot, 5-2. Slowly but surely, Squawks and his offense is crawling in and making some pot shots at Eichel, and some of them are succeeding.
Yeah, I do believe Squawks is getting a feel for the game now. He's getting to learn how Eichel plays, and he did score halfway through the match, so this could lead to the exact opposite of what Eichel did, actually return onto himself. That'd be very interesting to see.
But 3 goals against Eichel in a little bit more than a minute. That will be an amazing task. Eichel sees what Psycho has decided to do, doesn't go for the air, and recovers himself just in time to put this in. Eichel, just poetry in motion, what he does. Quick turn, what a drift from him, Jesus. 6-2, Eichel solid in the first game in the series.
Yeah, all these mechanical plays that Eichwolf's pulling out, he's learned by muscle memory and just doing it over and over and over again. So he just doesn't have to think about it. And that's what's giving him the edge.
With his muscle memory. That certainly is not from his muscle memory. That he wants to avoid, puts it straight towards Psycho, is barreling towards that kickoff. 6-3. Quick answer from Psycho. Yes, perhaps his goals, some of them are a bit scrappy. The first one is obviously scored off a demolition. This one, a quick kickoff goal. Now he needs to recover because Eichwolf is right there, and even the push doesn't mean anything. 7-3. Eichwolf returns the favor, and as quick as he possibly can.
Yeah, I do believe this is call and answer. Not much you can do after that. If you don't hit the ball dead on with as much power as you can, you have less of a chance to come away with the ball. Because if you just go past it with lots of force and speed, but you don't hit the center, it's going to get ripped away from you, and your momentum will carry you on and overcommit you, whilst your opponent's going to be able to dribble it into the net.
This is exactly what happens. 8-3 at this point. It's reminiscent of the first goal he scored. Just after that, I think after the first one, Psycho can't afford to give Eichel so much space. He needs to know that Eichel can shoot as fast as humanly possible. And he does that time and time again, bringing this to 8-3. And really looking solid for the remainder of the series. Yet another outplay. He will be waiting. Psycho Squawks puts that out. Is not going into the net. Slow attack is starting. 8-4 will be an improvement, but still won't be enough for Psycho on this one. He needs to find an answer. He needs to find an answer to some of the questions that Eichel has been posing. Some of those his movements, and I think he certainly can adapt. Question whether he can and whether Eichel will even allow him. Because even Eichel, even with only 3 goals, for example, let's imagine that Squawks has fixed all his errors and stopped giving Eichel that much space. Still, Eichel for 3 goals is just as scary as Eichel for 8 goals. First one in his favor, not a surprise. Looked so solid throughout the whole match. And Squawks, well, maybe he is a reverse sweep specialist. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe, and I'd really like to see that, to just dethrone Eichwolf. And to be honest, the experience difference between these two players is quite big, because Eichwolf we've seen in these tournaments pretty much every week. And although he hasn't won every single one, he's been in there and he's played well. So the experience really, really shows that he can adapt and know what to do in certain situations against random people he's never played against before, or he has.
Well, that actually would have been a great stat. I wouldn't be surprised if there's the apologies. I think it's a Rocket League replays. Ike with the start. Actually, let's watch that. Plays it off first the post, then past the opponent. He is determined to score these. Psycho, yeah, he tried to get us on his way, just a little bit too opportunistic. Miss, and Eichel opened up the scoring.
Yeah, the flick up from Squawks wasn't great, because it just left Eichel with a powerful shot. Eichel's shot wasn't even that powerful, but it just gave Squawks just enough time to make a save, but he didn't hit it with the right part of his car, being with his underside of the car.
Well, really, when you looked at that shot, it looked really hard to do so. He had a chance. If he would have executed, that would have looked so nice. Instead, he misses it completely. 1-0. That's only the start of this match. Eichel will score many more, I'm pretty sure of that. I'm still feeling like Squawks can at least spoil Eichel's party just a bit. Get back to that point. The Rocket League replay website, where you can post your own, and quite often someone is posting the games from RLCS, from big tournaments such as Gfinity's Cups. They have been showing a couple of interesting things, such as stat overlay for your streams. For that, you need to... Oh, what a shot! But Skypov is first on that one, and immediately back into the attack. Off the post, still in there. Almost off the second post as well. Eichel just putting as much pizzazz on those shots and those goals as possibly can. I was hoping to score immediately here, but he knows where he needs to go, where the bounce will come, if anything. Plays it until the last possible second, makes it 2-0.
Yeah, it's almost uncharacteristic from Ike Wolf to miss his first shot on goal, but he does and immediately corrects the situation, bringing it to a 2-0 lead for him and making it even harder for Squawks to come back, even though he's playing well to keep it this low of a scoreline and isn't looking too promising for him.
Well, I think what just looked promising is those physical plays. If Psycho tries to play those little on the spot plays on a little bit of dirt, then I think he can outplay Eiffel, especially if he obviously uses the demolitions. He must have demolished him here almost. I think that might help him because seemingly he can't outplay Eichwolf at Eichwolf's game. So perhaps bring in something different. Ooh,
Oh no!
that's so big of an overcommit. I think I hear them screaming, "No! What have I done?" Even from here. Fling, and he's passed.
I believe the phrase is "read the ball, not the player." And Squawks, you read the player, not the ball. In that situation, that's the wrong thing to do, especially with Ike Wolf on the opposite side of the ball.
Well, he didn't see who was behind that ball due to him being so high. First one, a lapse of judgment for Michael. He loses that one, that side on the orange. So quickly returns the favor. 3-1. Quite a lifeline, but still, it's best of 5, which means that even Ike Wolf wins this one. Psycho will have last chance, and this match is far from over. That could be his starting moment for this one. Psycho misses. Will not outplay Eiffel. This now is a prime position for Mike. A clear will come and actually puts it, apologies, off the backboard and out. Now yet another attack comes in, and that pinch is in his own favor. That duel is flying straight in. Ike just puts it in the net just to deny the favor of Psycho scoring that in himself. Still a goal, still through 2. And Squawks, I don't know what it is about the first match, but second match is so much stronger for him in the both series we've seen so far.
Yeah, I believe it's just him trying to adapt to Ike Wolf's mistakes rather than his mistakes. I think if he plays to Ike Wolf's mistakes, and that's what he did before, first game is recognizing what his mistakes are.
Dirty Eichwolf, I have to say. He brings the play into the air, and what a play that was. This wasn't exactly the Pulsar material. I think Turbo scored that amazing goal with multiple touches from the air, roughly from that same angle. It's not the same, but Eichwolf obviously does it in his own style, and Psychoax is completely flabbergasted in the net. Eichwolf pulls that out. Like, with yet another off the backboard, pushes Psycho out, and who tries a reverse shot. No luck there, still in control of the ball, past Squawks. Enough time for him to return, but I just, no, I'll take the boost. I'm not getting the ball. I'll take the boost, I'll take another boost. Psycho won't be coming in of this one, 25. And on the wrong side of the field, just pushes Ike out. What a great chance, still in there, still dangerous. Ike, they're just playing, I don't know, patty cake, back and forth. You give it to me, I'll give it to you. Oh, that was a moment. What a moment from both of these players. And Psycho has stepped up and kept his net empty. Ooh, bounce doesn't go his way. Eichwolf is already there and waiting. 5-2 is the score. After Psycho has been just, I think he has been exhausted. But after that play, he just wanted a bit of a breather. Eichwolf is not giving that one. 8 shots, 5 goals. Eichwolf put himself yet again in a great position to win the second match of the series.
Yeah, I believe momentum is a big part of this, not just in one way, but in 2 ways. In the fact that Eichel's on a roll. He's been winning games a lot, and he's carrying on that morality that he's gotten from those games, that he can win this if he tries, especially with those long shots.
Really, those look effortless. Really, what he does, it's such not even such a strong shot. Still, outchases Psycho completely, as he is. Well, yeah, he's not nowhere. He is not challenging, which I think was the only chance for him in this point. And yet another kickoff goal goes the way of Eichwolf. Now again, he's not bringing my favorite type of kickoff goals. It's just he's playing it safe. He's playing it soft, not so slow. soft maybe as well. That soft touch at the very end there might have been what I was talking about. But he is reading the ball of Psycho, and apparently Psycho is an open book for Eichwolf.
Yeah, I believe what you mean with Eichwolf's kickoffs is that he only does it against people he knows it can work against. And although Squawks is a very talented player, he knows that he needs to adapt to his kickoff. And we've seen him win all of these kickoffs, but with that.
Even without those kickoffs, really, he is putting a solid performance all across the field. That last goal, well, obviously will count in the Squawk's favor. And it's just that, again, too little, too late. If Eichwolf is doing the reverse Brazil, as in Squawks with a chance of his own, Claire will come in. Psycho, last chance, at the last possible moment, without any boost, goes reverse. Actually, they just exchanged places. Actually, for a second, it looked like Eichwolf was defending the side of Psycho. Now leaves the ball on that backward. Actually, leaves Psycho to deal with it. It was a great chance for Eichwolf himself just to outplay Psycho and just wait for him, so that he waits for Psycho to bring the play to him. At this point, it doesn't even matter. He has wasted enough time on that side. That ball was hanging there for 10 seconds solid. Even if this goes in, 7-4. Is not the score with which you win. 7-4 is the score with which you lose. Basic maths, really. So Eichwolf will be coming in the third match of the series on a match point, having won solidly the previous two games. Psycho is showing up by the end of the game. He needs to take that, I think, and somehow bring it to the beginning of the game. Then maybe he has a chance. Or just follow up with what he's been talking about, really, to capitalize on the mistakes of Eichwolf, because to outplay Eichwolf, it's really hard. It's really tough. Something terrible must happen to Eichwolf for him to completely fall apart. But we've seen him lose. That's the thing. Not in this tournament, obviously. He hasn't dropped a single match. But I've seen him lose before. It is possible. Although, who knows? Maybe it's the Eichwolf in his peak performance. Maybe we're seeing the best Eichwolf can possibly get. Or maybe not. He has been scored 4 times upon, so everything can change. Psycho, I'm still believing in you. I'm still cheering for you, man. But you are on the death row. Those 5 next minutes will decide your tournament destiny. The destiny of those $15 will be coming either Eichwolf's way. Eichwolf will add yet another notch to his... I'm not sure where he's putting those notches. Maybe on his car. Or maybe there's a chance for Psycho. Well, if it's starting like this, Psycho sometimes is playing really aggressive. Like a... You might even say a Psycho. Great chance for him. I will be looking for a push. Squawks open up the scoring in match number 3.
Michael complaining about the server, whether it's just him being behind for once in his life.
Yeah, stop complaining, man. Excuses. No, obviously, if the problems with the server will persist, we will switch it. If both players obviously agree to that one, and I don't see Squawks being against that in any way. But it will be really hard to do in the middle of the match. Unfortunately, 1 goal has already been scored. Ike, this is that one as well. Now there's a chance we'll be going in. Ike, really on that last one, it was you, I have to say.
Yeah, he was overcommitting through that, and Squawks turning around quickly and getting a strong enough hit so that Ike just cannot get back in time. The reverse sweep is possible.
Yeah, let's go a reverse sweep 1 minute in. Well, yeah, I know where you're coming from. Obviously, 2 goals that quickly against Eichwolf. They look solid with Eichwolf. If Psycho is working for his goals. Eichwolf, look at him. He just waltzes in. As Squawks, who is, I'm going there, I'm not going anywhere. Ike passed him 2-1.
Yeah, well played from Eichwolf there. Noticing that Squawks has left him a bit more room and taking advantage of that, knocking it as much as he can around on top of his car to throw Squawks off as much as he can, and, well, he can't read it.
Oh, Ike with a shot and a precise shot at that. And for a second there, I think even Squawks was thinking, all right, he's on that ball. I just positioned myself so wide on that attempt to clear. And Ike, well, you just give him a chance. He'll take this. Beautiful one from him. He ties up the game. So Reverse sweep. Eichwolf says, not today, my friend. Not today.
That was a great angle from Eichwolf there. Him going off the wall on the corner proved to be the right decision as he gets around the ball and scooping it with the front of his car to shoot into the goal. Wow.
That's Eichwolf for you, man. That's Eichwolf. Squawks right there with just a little opportunity to go aerial. Decides against it. Most likely afraid to leave his net empty. Plays the ball to the side. Ike will be monitoring the situation. With a chance, but no, just too quick for Mike. He is already on his backpedaling. Doesn't help. Jesus. I'm getting hiccups at the very wrong moment. Ike does return in time, but doesn't go for a clear. Does a little bit weave, and that is enough time for Squawks to get it in and make this 3-2. Yet another lead for him. A rare sight. Eichwolf is being behind, but a solid play for Squawks. He ended the kickoff one. He just, well, this wasn't as good as it possibly gets. And look at Ike. Enough time to get the boost. Not enough to defend his own net. Squawks waltzes in himself this time and puts in the shot over Ike, who was expecting something else, or just tried to push a little too many buttons at the same time.
The taste of his own medicine, doing pretty much the same thing that he did to Squawks, just not, like you said, what Eichwolf expected, and Squawks taking advantage of that.
Look at that. That was a chance in the style of Eichwolf. Psycho with the plenty of space left, but Eichwolf stretches with this last possible boost and flips, and does get safe in the end. He's still, that is not going in, but barely, really. He sprawls yet again across the net, pushes the Psycho out of the way. Wait for him to commit. The boost will be stolen. So Eichwolf not only on 11. Waits for it. Drive circles, puts it past Squawks, or at least off Squawks. And really should be watching the ball. For a second, Eichwolf wasn't even concerned what was happening with the ball. He knew what was happening with it. So he was completely in control. Squawks not in time. Oh boy. Ike from no boost in the defense, just eyeing it. Blammo from the other side of the field. What precision from you, Ike. I have to admit, brilliant.
I think Ike was just sheltering away, just protecting his own goal, having the philosophy, if he doesn't score, well, if I defend well enough, he cannot score. And if he can't score, then he can't lose. If he does score another, it could be a turnaround for him.
Ike, in of his favorite position, tries to rise it into the air. Oh, Osmus got it past, but one jump, really what Squawk was needing. Now he will lead the ball to the other end. Quick return from him, counterattack to deadly in 1v1s. Actually, Psycho at this point, obviously out shooting Ike 8-6. Not that many saves. I'm surprised to see that. Both of them, still not every single shot's hitting the net, it seems. But it is just not, well, all pure offense. Goals going in, back and forth. Ike with a start. Again, off Psycho. Was in a great position to put it past him. He shot into the ground instead of being putting it high. Still in control of it. In control of the boost as well. Squawks should think about, actually challenges Ike and wins this, but sends flying and not a chance to continue this one. Not getting the boost, this could prove crucial, although he's getting a bit of these. Ike, still in there, still continues to play. What a challenge against him. Blocks any attempt for a clear and brings it back to 1 goal game. Really close for him.
Classic ones play right there from Eichwolf. Dribbling the ball and getting on the right side of the ball that Squawks cannot get it past him because of his momentum, and hitting the ball once. Eichwolf being on the underside of it, blocking the ball, and, Squawks is way far out.
I guess he's way far out. It's Eichwolf. He has been playing risky for a couple of these plays now. But at this point, really, it's either go for a boost or go diagonally straight to the ball, but I think he didn't have any boost at that point. So he made a decision, he stuck to it. Fortunately, that wasn't the right one, as Squawks had more than enough time to put that in. Kickoff in favor of Ike, unprecise. I think Psycho has enough time to close that in. But when the ball is in your half and Eichwolf is right there in front of you, breathing heavily, looking at the ball at your net, Yeah, I think I can score that. You should start getting nervous. In the air, Ike will try to put it high left corner, not off the post. Chance for Squawks to lead that out and missed from Ike.
No.
Does mean it's 7-4. Squawks with a great chance. We really should count ourselves lucky.
Well played from him there.
I'm getting a bit of a red triangle of death. Not for long. Yeah, I do believe I'm back.
Yes.
And just in time for yet another kickoff, won by Squawks. A slow start. Ike, enough time to grab this one. Psycho actually did Ike get a touch. I don't think he bounced with both of them.
Do you believe Jar's
I'm constantly getting up, but again, just in time for Eichwolf and his amazing dribbles. Eichwolf and his not the train dribbles. But he's fantastic, that's for sure. Fantastic dribbles and where to find him. Maybe that's what I was going with for 5-7. Really, I've been hyping up a lot of players this tournament. But if anyone can bring this to from 2-goal deficit to a tied game in 20 seconds, that would be Eichwolf. Well, you were cheering for him. I was cheering for Squawks, but really, currently, I'm just cheering for whoever is losing. Because if the person that is losing, he can make a spectacular comeback. 10 seconds, ball not in control of the Eichwolf, but Squawks is giving him a lot of chances. I wouldn't do so if I were in his place. Still, timer runs down, and that game number 3, despite all the chances, despite the showing by Eichwolf in match number 1 and number 3, Squawks, the champion of coming back, it seems, does win that third one and puts the series to 2-1, still on the match point for the next one, but at least he will feel himself a little more comfortable in the next one.
Yeah, getting that cushion just to make sure that he wasn't completely swept so far. And it'd be very interesting to see him win another 2 games to take the whole series and the tournament. But yes, get past Eichwolf, and that is no easy task.
Well, it's up for him to prove that maybe it's an easy task, or at least he's capable of doing so. 4th match of the series. Ike still 1 match away from winning this one. Squawks still needs 2 to sweep this back. And Ike on the attack, not giving him enough. Yes, this time Squawks wasn't giving Eichwolf a lot of space, but Eichwolf doesn't even need it. Just if he plays a tad too aggressively, he'll just walk it in.
Yeah, even if Squawks did hit this, Eichwolf would have been there to make the block, and that goal was inevitable no matter what happened. Unlucky to Squawks there.
Yeah, there's only 3 things that are certain in this life: death, taxes, and Eichwolf scoring capabilities. He does so and blocks yet another shot by Squawks. Tries to start attack with zone. Air? No, actually meets Squawks right there on the field. And we forced to retreat. He's playing surprisingly slowly. I would imagine he would be rushing towards the net. Instead, he decided to just watch the play unfold, and he is right to be safe. Back there just in time, Sayo. Bending the ball on that side. Ike pushes it past him yet again, but just too slow. Ike, Squawks really ready to return. Dribbling plays. They again play basically in 1 by 1 meter square right there. And no one takes that. That leaves inside of Squawks' long shot and does float in. Eichwolf underestimating his opponent and his ability to score from the midfield. And the game is turned to a 1-1 tie.
Yeah, Eichwolf putting himself in no man's land, being way too far away from the goal to make any kind of save, but not being close enough to make an attack. That is the exact wrong position to be in. He needs to either challenge sooner or get into defense to make the last-ditch defense save.
Oh, Eichwolf being wrong, what the world has come to, and he is mistaken yet again. Or just really a lot of credit for Squawks as he finds that on the wall, an angle not only past Eichwolf, but also just precise to put it in bottom left corner, making 2-1 and trying to run away with the game yet again. Eichwolf will be against that, certainly. I'm expecting him to fire off straight off this kickoff. Not in his favor, but he's positioned quite well, and the slow play will start. Squawks and put it past Eichwolf once. Tries to put it past Eichwolf twice, can't do so. The clear comes in, they both yet again retreat, they want to refill the boost. Psycho finds himself on the wall and in a... Well, actually, no man's land. He finds himself in front of Snad, scores the third one. Eichwolf, nowhere to be seen.
Overcommitting from that, not realizing that Squawks was that close to the ball, that he just manages to get it away from Eichwolf. And because of the amount of momentum Eichwolf was carrying forward, there was no chance that he was going to be able to get back in time, even with his recovery speed.
And what a chance for Eichwolf from the kickoff. Unfortunately, hits the side. Not even the post and in. Tries to get control of the ball past Psycho and puts one this turn. This is destined for Ned, and he scores a second one. Not on the first attempt, but Psycho waiting for 2 goals really baited. He was, I feel pretty sure, was expecting to play this. Yeah, if he comes close, I'll just put it past him. Works like a charm.
It really does, and Eichwolf bringing it to 3-2.
Oh, there we go. There's the Eichwolf
Yeah.
special. Hello.
Yeah.
I was waiting for the whole series and he puts it in. Not the crucialest of the moments, but this is what he's capable of. He can put really 5 of these through the whole game and not just drop a sweat. No, Psycho needs to be aware. It's Eichwolf. Eichwolf has basically brought everything to a fight. And we're throwing everything against Squawks. Again, the flicks. Maybe I haven't seen a lot of flicks. None of the flicks. The only thing that's remaining is the classic Eichwolf flicks. He as deadly as they look simple. There we go. Another dribbling play. Flick. Nope. Just too slow onto that one. Seemingly he was waiting for it, and then the opportunity didn't present itself, but then it did. And over-aggressive yet again for Squawks' teams. He can win challenges against Eichwolf, but this time, no, just too far. Really so far away.
Yeah, not being able to turn around is a fatal movement. As if you're too slow, then you're not going to be able to challenge, and they're already having a shot on goal. It means you don't have time at all to really react or make a difference in the change.
Alright, with a precise shot, does go in 5-3. He's finding shots from everywhere, not just shots the goal as well. Even if one of them doesn't go in, look at that, the angle to read that, and he still puts that in. Obviously easy since there's no one in the net, but extremely hard when you really look at it. What great precision from him. I'm watching the replay right now. Oh boy. Just the skill to get that. Squawks will have something to say of his own, really. Eichwolf has been on the tear for the past couple of goals, but at the end of this goal, obviously it's only 1 goal difference. Squawks is capable of putting a couple in quick succession on his own, but not if you look at the stats. I'm actually surprised. Squawks has only 3 shots and 4 goals. He's cheating just a little bit. That's not to be. Ike is trying to start something on his own. Squawks drops the ball down, great control, kills it. Oh
no.
Drops it at the last possible moment. Demolition will help him out. This must be coming in, and it does. 5-5. These guys are battling out until the last possible moment, and we're just barely past the half mark. But that initial shot, just too overconfident. He had the chance to put it in immediately. Not strong enough of a touch, and oof, he made me nervous, that's for sure. Pretty sure he was sweating a lot on that attempt.
Yeah, that demolition was vital in that.
Well, look at that, Squawks. Sorry, I will interrupt you. Squawks with a chance, but Eichwolf manages to return just a tad too slow of play from Squawks. And attack at the other end in the net, but Squawks manages to get there by a hair. So, no holds barred. Gloves dropped. I want to see a play like that from them, just both of them not holding at all. Unfortunately, I'm afraid that in that kind of a play, Eichwolf will win. Mostly just by the fact that Squawks might make a lot of more mistakes, and that's the first one. Somehow, the magician, Eichwolf himself, takes the ball from one side of Psycho's car, puts it on the other end of Psycho's car, and finds himself in front of the net to make that 6-5.
Dunk on the floor over Squawks. Wow. Having that knowledge must be so powerful, especially in these tournaments where other players don't always have that knowledge. You can apply it, and well, as we've just seen, it can take the lead for Eichwolf with another.
Increase the lead for Eichwolf. Let's correct ourselves just a little bit. Saiho, wow. Saiho was waiting so long for that play. I'm getting it in the air on the wall. No, I'm getting down there. I don't. Well, basically, in this position, he didn't have to start a play on the wall. He was so far away that he basically had no chance of keeping with it. By that time, Eichel reads the play and finds himself with yet another goal. Put another one on the board. Now in the lead with 3. Yet another kickoff go his way. Saiho, really, he has 1 minute to fix his kickoffs, to fix his control of it. He finds himself in really unfavorable positions time and time again. And I'm assuming Eichel will go for a quickie. And he will go for a quickie and a quickie. He will get. Angle not there. Quick flick, just a tad a miss. Now the play still continues. Saiho will consider grabbing every single piece of boost that he has. 3 goals, make that almost 4. Make that 4 to be precise. That clear, not enough to Squawks. And he's put himself in such a great position. 4 goals against Eichel, 1 minute remaining. And really not looking lively for him. 15 shots by Ike. How really if he was in 3v3 game, really, he would have had enough shots for the whole team. Sometimes even for 2 teams combined. Right now he's pulling it off all by himself. So what the answer will be from Squawks. Yep, just like that. Mind games are coming in. He wants to put Eichel on the tilt. And Eichel can be tilted. I think I've seen him being tilted before. That is just yoink.
Wow. Squawks with the unhappy face just to make Eichel feel a little bit better about himself.
I'm sad.
That's what we like to see. And I love watching the fakes as goals because it just shows what the mental capacity of these players are and what they're doing in their heads and what decisions they're making can help us understand what's going through their minds.
I think the only thing that was going through Eichel's mind at this point was crap. God, completely outplayed. I'm quickly looking. He is number 11 on the ranked scoreboards, at least where I'm looking, which is the Rocket League Tracker Network. Chance for Saiho. He puts that in. 2 goal difference. I would love to be a believer. I came in the series cheering for Squawks, and Eichel suddenly has started letting in quite a few of these goals. 2 quick kickoff goals in success. I want to see this. 9 seconds. Last chance possible for Squawks. He needs to score immediately from the kickoff. Eichel is playing it slow, but now he returns the mind games. Even if that doesn't go in, so much time has been lost in that quick kickoff. Squawks, unfortunately, that's another sad choice for you, as Eichel returns to the fray, reclaims the title of the champions. He is the exclusive. He is the master, and as the 2 players exchange French in the chat, of which we understand nothing. Maybe you can help me out, Dwarf. Something Manette, Manier, Sir Mamanette. I don't know. Maybe they're exchanging casserole recipes or something. But what a series! What a tournament in total! Every single game, even though some of them were obviously there was a complete sweep from the side of Zeto, but then he met his demise against the Eichel himself, and Eichel did come a little bit bruised from that one. And the series went a little bit longer than he wished. But it's a win for Eichel himself, and he reclaims the title. And it's nice. Well, it's just, I'm glad that he's back here again, proving that he's one of the best 1v1 players in the whole world.
Proving he did indeed. And that was such a good series to watch. Squawks taking 1 game off of this series against Eichel. Very well done to him for that. Not many people can do that. And like everyone said earlier, he's a player to watch out for, and he could be someone to watch out for in next tournaments coming up.
Oh yeah, or if you think you've got what it takes. If, for example, your name is Dapper Scrubkilla, okay, for example, just for example, Latimer also is quite near there. Then maybe you would want to sign up for next tournament every single week. Rewind Gaming's 1v1s, same day, Thursdays, at 6 p.m. British Summer Time. Do join. It's completely free. This is your chance to win $15 to get your game streamed and to maybe knock off Eichel out of his throne. But for that, obviously, you have a whole week to prepare. So if you think you got what it takes, we would love to see you here. But for now, it's a thanks to everyone who has participated this week. Thanks for everyone who we've seen play today on the stream. My thanks to Dwarfbot, who has been keeping me company for this whole tournament, and Boslav, who has been backstage making sure that the games were streamed, the goals were seen, and the slides were changing itself, I guess. That has been fun. I really enjoyed this tournament. I hope to see everyone next week. And Dwarf, I'm pretty sure you have the same sentiments about this one.
Oh yeah, it's been brilliant, and it's really my pleasure for being here. And this tournament is becoming such a great tournament that we're getting a lot more higher tier players. That's exactly what we want to see, so we can give you guys some great gameplay to watch.
And I believe it's still the exclusive 1v1 tournament. No other organization, as far as I know, are making weekly 1v1 tournaments.
I believe not.
Especially with money prizes. So this is your exclusive chance to participate in something like that. Don't forget also that Rewind Gaming is having a 3v3 tournament every Saturday. I will be up 7 p.m. 7:30 p.m. British summertime. Yeah, 7:30 British summertime every Saturday. Again, the entrance is completely free. You need 3 players, and obviously some willingness to win. As this also has a price of the price pool of $45. Yeah, so even more to fight for. For that, to know where to find all of that, follow the Rewind Gaming RewindRL on Twitter. Join the Discord link. You should see it on your screen right now. Some great community if you will join it. Plus, you will see when the tournaments are coming. You'll get all the announcements and all the other stuff, all the other news that are there. Actually, there's a sheet with the time of the tournaments at the bottom of the stream. You can just check that out as well. You click that, you go immediately to the sign up page. So it's easy peasy to do just that. But this has been it for this week. It has been fun. So for myself, Dwarfbot, the whole Rewind Gaming squad, we'll see you on Saturday as yet another tournament will be streamed and we'll find yet another winner. See you then.
Right, bye.